Right. You want to know if this LEVOIT Classic 160 humidifier, is it legit or just blowing smoke? We're going deep.
Yeah.
Amazon reviews, the marketing mumbo jumbo, all of it to see if this thing's going to actually, like, make my dry-ass skin happy.
Seriously, a humidifier. I mean, it's not exactly like the latest AI robot, but damn, over 5,000 people on Amazon took the time to review it, so maybe it's not total BS.
I know, right? They're throwing around phrases like whisper quiet and easy clean, like it's going to change your life. Top filled 2.5-liter tank, all for like, what, $30?
Yeah.
It does feel kind of sus, right? Too good to be true, you know?
All right, so let's break this shit down. The first thing I saw, 4.4 out of 5 stars on Amazon. And it's not just a couple of random reviews either. People seem to actually be, like, impressed with this thing.
And you know, scrolling through the reviews, quietness, everyone's like, oh my God, it's so quiet. Like, can barely hear it quiet, even on the highest setting. If that's true, that's pretty dope.
Right. I mean, who the hell wants a humidifier that sounds like a freaking airplane engine while you're trying to sleep? So yeah, that 26 dB noise level they're advertising might actually be legit.
Okay, so maybe it passes the quiet test, but like, what about this whole easy clean thing? You know, those claims are like 99% of the time total crap.
Oh yeah, for real. Cleaning a humidifier is the worst. But a lot of these reviews actually call out the design. Apparently, the parts come off, the tank opening is huge. They're making it seem like a big deal.
Yeah, and people are comparing it to other humidifiers they've had, saying this one's way easier. But come on, there's got to be some downsides, right? Every product has them. What are people complaining about?
Okay, so a couple things popped up. One, the size. Apparently, it's smaller than some people thought it would be. So if you're trying to humidify your whole damn house, this ain't it.
That makes sense, though, right?
Yeah.
You can't expect a tiny thing to humidify a mansion. But for a bedroom or something, could be perfect. What else?
Okay, the other thing was the tank size. Yeah, 2.5 liters sounds decent, but a few people said they're refilling it more than they'd like. But I mean, that probably depends on like how dry your place is, how high you've got the mist pumping out, that kind of stuff. But hey, smaller tank just means less space for mold to grow, right? And speaking of mold, we got to talk about that.
Right, the humidifier's worst enemy. Like, no matter how much you clean, that shit always seems to find a way.
Totally. And even with all these rave reviews about how easy this one is to clean, it's still a humidifier, which means, you know, you got to stay on top of it if you don't want a frickin' petri dish breeding in your bedroom.
Oh, God, gross. But hey, speaking of keeping things clean, remember that one reviewer who mentioned a cleaning fish? What the hell was that about?
Oh, yeah, that. Okay, so it's like this little thing you drop in the tank, and it's full of activated carbon, basically like a Brita filter, but for your humidifier. Supposed to absorb all the crap that makes mold grow.
Huh. Interesting. So it's like a little mold-fighting ninja warrior you just toss in there?
Yeah.
I'm kind of into it. Anything to make the cleaning process less of a pain in the ass.
Right. Sign me up. But it does make you wonder, like, how much of a difference does your water quality even make? Like, maybe that's the real culprit here, not the humidifier itself.
That's true. I mean, I always use filtered water for my coffee maker because hard water makes it all crusty and nasty. So maybe it's the same deal with humidifiers.
Makes sense, right? Hard water's got all those minerals and crap. That's probably what causes those white deposits you always see.
Yeah.
And guess what loves those deposits? Mold. So yeah, using filtered water could be a game changer.
Okay, so we're talking less cleaning and potentially better performance just by switching up the water. I am here for that.
Yeah.
But let's be real. The price of this thing is crazy low, like cheaper than a damn latte these days.
Seriously. Under $30 for all this. Kind of makes you wonder if they're cutting corners somewhere. Like, what's the catch?
Yeah, for real. But looking at the reviews, people don't seem to be complaining about the quality. They even mention it's BPA-free, which is always a plus. And apparently it's got that auto shut-off feature, too.
Oh, nice. That's a good sign. You don't always see that in cheaper models, so maybe they're not skimping on everything. But the real test is, how long will it last?
Right. Is this thing going to die on us after one season, or is it going to be a champ and keep on trucking? Tough to say just from the reviews.
Yeah, we need to find some long-term users to see if this thing can really go the distance.
All right, so we've basically been obsessed with this LEVOIT humidifier, read every goddamn review, know the specs by heart.
We've gone full-on Sherlock Holmes on this thing, trying to figure out if it's the real deal or just another piece of junk.
Exactly. So after all that, what's the verdict? Is this LEVOIT Classic 160 worth my hard-earned cash?
You know what? For $30, I'm going to say, yeah, it's looking pretty damn good. Quiet, easy to use, and apparently not a total nightmare to clean.
Which, let's be honest, is like 90% of the battle with humidifiers. Who the hell wants to spend more time cleaning the damn thing than actually using it?
Preach. And for that price, even if it only makes it through a couple of seasons, I'd say it's still a win.
True. Especially if it means I can finally stop waking up with my throat drier than the Sahara.
Uh-huh.
But okay, let's talk downsize one more time. The size thing, that's got to be a deal breaker for some people, right?
Yeah, for sure. If you're working with a bigger space, you're gonna need something way more heavy duty. This is more like your own personal hydration station. But hey, at least it's harder for mold to take over a smaller tank, am I right?
Good point.
Yeah.
And even though it seems easier to clean than some of the others out there, it's still a humidifier. Got to keep that shit spotless.
Absolutely. Neglect it for a week and you'll be growing a whole new species in there.
Ugh, don't even put that image in my head. But okay, maybe that cleaning fish thing actually works. That could be a game changer.
Right. For like $5. It's worth a shot. And hey, if it saves me from having to scrub out mold every other week, I'm sold.
Huh.
Plus, who doesn't love a little fishy friend to keep him company?
Okay, that's a little weird. But hey, whatever works, right? So, to wrap things up, I think it's safe to say this LEVOIT thing is a solid contender for the best budget humidifier out there. It might not be perfect, but it gets the job done.
Totally agree. Sometimes you just need a simple, affordable product that actually, does what it's supposed to.
Boom. Mic drop. All right, folks, there you have it. The LEVOIT Classic 160, a deep dive into the world of affordable humidifiers. I'm convinced I'm ordering one right now.
Don't forget to add a cleaning fish to your cart. And maybe a snorkel, just to really complete the set.
Oh my God, you're ridiculous. All right, that's it for this deep dive. Catch y'all next time.